Perfect. So William Mullally here from Al Arabiya, here with Sasha Banks and Sheikha from representing the Special Olympics. So how's everything going? How's your trip in Dubai so far?
It's been amazing so far. I got in yesterday and I went to, how do you say it? Something Khalifa. How do I say it?
Burj Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world. And I met Sheikha there, and she's like legit changed my world. She's been amazing. And she's been like my tour guide and my media partner all day. You know, we're just spreading awareness that the Special Olympics World Games will be in Abu Dhabi in 2019, and we're so excited, right?
Yes.
That's amazing. So what are you guys going to be doing while you're here tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I know that I will be at the Abu Dhabi Mall at the fountain to help spread awareness and help for people to sign up to volunteer for the World Games.
Excellent.
Yes.
So what is you know, the relationship with the Special Olympics with WWE? What do you see as the importance of that? Like, what do you try to get out of that? And what can you get out of it when you interact with, you know, the people that participate?
Yeah, well, with WWE, we have such a huge platform to use our voice and to use our platform to show that we support the Special Olympics, you know, where it's not about their disabilities, it's about the abilities and what they can do and overcome and achieve, because, you know, meeting her and talking to her, she has so much passion and drive, and she's showing people all over the world, around the world, it's not about her disability, it's about her heart and her desire to change the world. So that's what I've learned so far, and like that's just what WWE wants to do. We want to put smiles on people's faces and just change the world.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So talking more about, you know, what's going on with you, you know, in the ring in WWE, I know there's a lot of talk about potential, you know, tag team belts.
Hope so.
Yeah, so what do you think is the importance of that? Because I think right now with the women's division especially, you have these huge A stories, but I guess it's hard to have that story trickle down and have that focus everywhere.
It is, but I feel like we have come such a long way with the women's division WWE, but it is hard. There's always just that one story. It's chasing that women's title, but I think if we have another title to chase for, especially when we do have tag matches every single week, so I don't understand why we can't have titles for it, to have a secondary storyline where, you know, people will really be invested in more what we do. You know, me and Bayley tag team all the time, but I feel like if we have a title to chase after, if we are champions, I feel like we can go to both brands and just show the world that women's tag team is where it's at. And I feel like for 2019, that is definitely the goal. And I pray that we just keep on pushing it, because I heard rumors, and I heard rumors it's not going to happen, then I heard rumors that it is. And I just feel like the fans really want it, and I know the women's division really wants it. So I feel like if we come together and we keep pushing for it, like we did with the Divas Revolution to an evolution, I think we can have this evolution of women's tag team titles too.
And I mean, there's a big difference though in having those tag matches every week, because when you have a tag team, you are a brand in and of yourselves together.
We are.
You create a different sort of relationship, a different sort of story, and you become, you know, something that you weren't separately.
Right.
So is that something that you're looking forward to? How would you want to potentially do that with Bayley?
You know, when me and Bayley really just kind of focused down and we became this tag team of the Boston Hug Connection. We got matching gear, we've been watching wrestling together, working on our tag team moves, so I just feel like it's time. It's time to show the world that we can have tag team titles. You know, the guys do it. We legit have tag matches every week without a title, so why not have something to chase for and to fight for? And especially we have so many teams. We have the Iconics, we have Absolution, we have Naomi and Asuka, and you know, we have Tamina and Nia, we have Mickie James and Fox. There's so many teams, and I feel like even with people down in NXT, I feel like this can just be a world brand thing where we can make this tag team women's division a worldly thing within WWE itself.
Who are your favorite tag teams of all time? Who have you been going back and studying to try to pick up something?
There's so many. Of course, Eddie and Ray and Eddie and Chavo. We watch the Rockers. There's just so many things that we watch. And we also try to come up with our own stuff ourselves. So we try to watch a lot of stuff that's not within WWE, so we're not just focusing on one thing. We try to watch outside brands to create more moves. And you know, do you know Teddy Hart? He's also trying to teach us some more moves too, because he loves moves and he's so cool. So we try to be the best tag team in the world.
Amazing. Look forward to seeing that.
Thank you.
So what are your thoughts on everything else that's going on, especially, you know, with Ronda, with Becky? I mean, Becky's had, I think, this amazing resurgence, you know, to be, I think, in a lot of ways, you know, one of the most popular wrestlers in the world, you know, from any gender. And especially, you know, there's a potential for women to be main eventing WrestleMania next year. So what are your thoughts on what's going on with them and thoughts on that potential?
I hope it's me main eventing WrestleMania. I've been saying it since day one, but as far as Becky goes, you know, she is part of the 4 Horsewomen, so I have so much love and respect for her. Ronda Rousey, it's cool to have her here. but she's not the legit boss, and she's not the man, and she's not the queen, and she's not the hugger. She's not like us. She has her little teammates on the side that, you know, want to be like us. They try to use our name, but, you know, it's cool that she's here because she does bring a lot of viewers within the WWE from the outside world, but she's not us.
Yeah, of course. I mean, at some point you do have to give someone else the chance to break ground, because after, you know, main eventing the first takeover,
There's no one else going to break more ground than I am. I said from day one that I wanted to main event at WrestleMania, and I put it out in the universe, and if I see someone else does that, that's going to break my heart.
Excellent.
From my hard work and someone else takes it, I don't think so.
So I want to go back to, you know, for your fans in the Middle East who might not know everything that got you to where you are. When was the first time that you really fell in love with wrestling and being in the ring, and what keeps you motivated and keeps you falling in love with it to today?
Wow. So I started watching when I was 10, and I knew the moment that I started watching it that this is what I want to do. What keeps me motivated is amazing women like her, Sheikah, that really inspire me to keep on doing this dream, because it's very hard sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, wow, what am I doing? But then I meet incredible people with an amazing story and so much passion, and she's so driven that she wants to change the world. And that's my goal too, with not just performing inside the ring, it's what I can do with using my voice and using my platform to make a difference. So that's what keeps me going, and just wanting to be the best that I can possibly be. I've had the goal of being the greatest women's wrestler of all time, but my goal is to be the greatest wrestler of all time. There's no gender to it.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Good pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.